Forecast. Here's KATC Chief Meteorologist Rob Perillo.
Welcome back, and welcome back to a new hot week, but things are going to change a little bit later on this week. We see a little bit of a change in the atmosphere that's going to produce more clouds and hopefully a few cooling afternoon showers and storms. We have a few out there right now, and we'll get to it in just a bit. First off, though, let's take a look at the big picture as we look at that water vapor imagery and the ridge of high pressure that has been so dominant across from the Gulf of Mexico all the way back through New Mexico and keeping Texas and much of the plains hot and Louisiana hot as well, has retreated just a little bit to the west, and that's allowed a little bit of what we call upper atmospheric trophiness, or a little bit of a weakness in the atmosphere, and that's going to develop over the next couple of days, and we are going to see this weakness gradually move westward as we get into Wednesday and Thursday, and that should allow for not only more clouds but better prospects of afternoon showers and storms, hopefully taking the edge off that high heat we've seen over the last several days. We have been certainly in a little bit of a heat wave, and that continues, but this afternoon, as expected, at least a few isolated showers showing up on the radar, mainly northern portions of Acadiana into Evangeline Parish. We have a cell just west of the Ville Platte area, and then up by Morrow, and then a couple of other cells in St. Landry Parish, a nice looking cell between Cross Springs and Melville, and we're starting to see some shower activity work its way southward toward just northwest of Carencro by the Muir area and southwestern St. Landry Parish, just to the west of the Cecilia area, and that activity moving southward, so don't be surprised if we catch one of these showers moving through the area early this evening. Stronger storms over southeast Louisiana. These are the storms that are producing strong and gusty winds and torrential downpours. Not going to see that here quite yet, but maybe this might look like our Wednesday afternoon radar. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Now, no promises because we do have showers in the area, but we do think the clouds are going to scour out and thin out later on tonight. Should have an excellent view of the International Space Station starting at 9:45 and concluding at 9:51. Cool thing with this one, tonight it comes nearly overhead. If it was 90 degrees, that would be straight up, and 89 degrees is still going to be straight up, and that's going to be at 9:48. Got to remember that that space station is moving at over 17,000 miles an hour, streaking through the sky, some 250 miles up, and will appear as a bright star. So check that out. Set your phone alarm, your watch alarm, whatever you need to go out and see that. Still the risk of a shower, thunder shower through about 8 o'clock, but the skies should thin out, and again, we'll see it may not be a crystal clear skies to see the space station. Then going into tomorrow, fair skies once again, mostly sunny, but a few pop-up afternoon showers and thunder showers late afternoon into the early evening. We'll go with rain chance 10, maybe 20% for tomorrow, and then as we head into Wednesday, it does look like we see a better chance of scattered afternoon storms, mainly rolling in from the east, so it could be late afternoon, early evening, and even better rain chances we think for Thursday. Heat indices still way up there, topping out between 105 and maybe as high as 110. The National Weather Service has a heat advisory extended for all of Acadiana tomorrow. Prime time hours between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. That's when we'll be flirting with that 105 to 110 degree range. I think the model is underdoing the temperatures once again for tomorrow, but promising future ahead. Another steamy evening across the area. That rain chance early, but fair skies later on. 80. That's about it for a low. If we see that, that'll be 4 nights in a row with our temperatures not getting below 80. Back up to 95 for a high tomorrow with an isolated afternoon storm. Rain chance 10% for most of us. 20% we'll say from Lafayette on eastward into Iberia, Upper St. Martin, Lower St. Martin, and St. Mary parishes. So here we have rain chances perking up a little bit through the middle part of the week, but drier air comes back in just in time for the weekend. So that means temperatures back into the mid-90s. And then going into next week, we do see a better chance of showers and storms going into next week, as we do see looks like a slow-moving tropical wave that should give us substantial rain chances, but at least, Jim, some relief on the way in those afternoon storms coming up in the days ahead, and instead of mid-90s or upper 90s, we'll favor lower 90s.
All right.